Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about fats. This is a macronutrient that has really been growing in popularity over the past several years with popular diets like the paleo diet and ketogenic diet really encouraging an increase in fat consumption. So we're going to talk a little bit about different types of fats and what they do for our bodies. So fats are an essential piece to a well-balanced diet. They are a little bit higher in calories than the other macronutrients like carbs and protein. They're going to actually provide 9 calories per gram of fat. So you do have to monitor how much you're consuming. It's all in balance. We all want to, have a well-balanced diet and eat things in moderation. So there's nothing different about fats, but there are a lot of really important essential functions to fats, which they help with muscle movement. They are needed for blood clotting, for brain development and function, and also fighting inflammation. So you may have heard of good fats and bad fats, but what's the difference between them? So a bad fat is a trans fat. And trans fat, basically, it's a byproduct of a process called hydrogenation, where they take healthy fats and make them solid at room temperature. And so through this process, it also helps with to prevent the oils from becoming rancid. So the whole purpose of this is to become shelf stable. It also contributes to cardiovascular disease. So you really want to honestly eliminate this as much as you can to really stay away from trans fats. There's nothing good, there's nothing beneficial in them. And then there are saturated fats. These fats kind of fall in between the good fats and the bad fats. They're not as processed as trans fats are, but they do contribute to a raise in cholesterol levels. And so it is recommended that you do kind of monitor the amount of saturated fats that you consume every day. So these are going to be like your coconut oils, cheese, whole milk, and different animal products. And then there are your good fats, which are going to be your polyunsaturated fats and your monounsaturated fats. And these are going to be linked to improved cholesterol levels, which is going to decrease your risk for cardiovascular disease. So a good rule of thumb is that healthy fats are liquid at room temperature. So when you're out shopping, it's good to be aware of knowing that your trans fats, saturated fats are going to be solid at room temperature, and then your polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats are going to be liquid at room temperature. So our takeaway from this is that fats are an essential component to a healthy diet. But the type of fats we consume absolutely matter. It isn't just about getting fats, it's about getting those good fats in our diet. So according to the 2015-2020 American Dietary Guidelines, there are three recommendations for fat consumption. One being to avoid trans fats, two, to limit your saturated fat consumption to less than 10% of your calories per day, and then 3, to try to replace your saturated fats with those polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats. Some helpful tips are going to be to read your food labels and look for trans fats being listed on the foods you're buying. It could either be in the top portion. If it's not in that top portion, to look at the actual ingredient list and look for terms like partially hydrogenated. This is going to show you if there are trans fats being hidden in the food you're buying. Secondly is going to be to try to change to oils when cooking instead of solid fats. So that tiny little change is going to make such a difference, and it's really going to help you to increase your polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats and decrease your saturated fats. And then lastly is going to be to try and reach for those fruits and vegetables when you're snacking, and try not to go for those packaged foods. I know that this can seem overwhelming and that you have to go and make a million changes at once, but literally if you make even just one change, that will make a huge difference in your health. You can do it. I believe in you. And yeah, just take one thing and switch to cooking with olive oil instead of butter, and see how you feel. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you learned a little something about fats. If you're interested in learning about other macronutrients, I have a couple other videos about carbs and proteins that you can check out on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And as always, I want to hear what you have to say, and I'd love to continue this conversation. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time.